In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NBA game happening on May 23, 2025, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NBA game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Indiana Pacers versus New York Knicks. The Indiana Pacers pulled off a wild comeback in Game 1 and now have their sights set on stealing home court advantage from the New York Knicks in Game 2. Indiana came into this series riding high and walked out of Madison Square Garden even higher after clawing their way back to a 138-135 overtime win on Wednesday night. The Pacers weren't just trailing, they were getting buried. Down 17 points at one stage, they looked dead in the water, but then they erupted for 38 points in the fourth quarter to claw their way back and push it into overtime, where they finished the job. They shot a solid 51% from the field and hit 15 of 37 from deep. That type of firepower is tough to match, especially when it comes at you in waves like it did late in that game. On the flip side, the Knicks were left stunned. They came out firing in front of the home crowd, putting up 69 points in the first half and looking like they were ready to cruise. Shooting 51% from the floor and hitting 11 threes, everything was clicking early. But as the game wore on, the energy started to slip. The lead evaporated, and when it mattered most, the Knicks couldn't put the Pacers away. Their bench was basically invisible. No reserve cracked double digits in scoring, and that lack of depth really hurt them once the game stretched into overtime. This playoff run has been something else for the Pacers. They've only dropped 2 games so far and have been perfect on the road, which says a lot about their composure. Their offense has been the backbone of it all. They're leading the playoffs in points per game. That kind of consistency puts a ton of pressure on any opponent, and the Knicks are no exception. Indiana's been lights out from beyond the arc, shooting 40.6% from 3, over 5 percentage points better than the Knicks. That edge showed in Game 1, where they knocked down 4 more threes, and if they keep that up, it's going to be tough for New York to build any real cushion in these games. Another place where Indiana flexed their muscle was off the bench. The Pacers bench outscored the Knicks 31-17 in Game 1, and that might not change much. Tom Thibodeau isn't known for giving his bench a long leash, and coming off an overtime battle, that could be a problem. The Pacers also pushed the tempo hard. They ranked 3rd in playoff pace, and that's going to wear down the Knicks starters, especially if they're logging heavy minutes. Fatigue matters. New York already gave up 8 more turnovers than Indiana in Game 1, and considering the Pacers lead the playoffs in assist-to-turnover ratio, it wouldn't be a surprise to see the same story unfold again. Indiana's playoff record sits at 9-2, and they've proven they're a team that just doesn't quit. They've got more depth than the Knicks, and they're capable of disrupting Jalen Brunson enough to swing a game. The Knicks will be desperate in Game 2. They're at home. They need a response, and they'll throw everything they have at Indiana, but the Pacers will be ready. They've had a couple of bad outings this postseason, one in Milwaukee and one at home against Cleveland. But this doesn't feel like the kind of situation where they'd come out flat, not when they've got a real shot to take command of the series. Game 1 was a wake-up call for the Knicks. The Pacers pushed the pace all night and forced New York to play faster than they're used to. That paid off down the stretch, where the Knicks looked gassed. Shots were falling short, and the mistakes started piling up. When it came time for someone other than Brunson to step up, no one really did. The Pacers bench made key plays when it mattered and outscored New York's reserves by a wide margin. Tyrese Halliburton played like a star, dropping 31 points and 11 assists. Indiana kept pushing the tempo and forced the Knicks into a game they didn't want to play. Game 2 is going to be a war. Expect another tight one that could come down to the final shot again. New York is under serious pressure now. Thibodeau might shorten his rotation even more, which means the Pacers could be in perfect position to land another big blow late. As this series drags on, Indiana's balance and depth could end up being the deciding factor. They've just got more guys who can contribute. Don't expect the Knicks to run away with this one. Indiana has shown they can hang, and getting 6 points with the Pacers feels like a strong value play given how they've performed on the road so far. As our first pick for this matchup, the Indiana Pacers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Game 1 flew over the total, even before overtime tilted it. Both teams were efficient and aggressive on offense. Indiana shot 51% from the field, while the Knicks were just a tick higher at 51.1%. The Pacers hit 15 threes, while the Knicks did their damage in the paint and at the line, dropping 62 paint points and shooting 40 free throws. Indiana plays fast, whether they're scoring or not, and they dragged their opponent into that tempo with them. It's hard to see either team slowing things down too much in Game 2, even if there are some defensive tweaks. These offenses are clicking right now. Indiana leads the playoffs in scoring and continues to shoot at a high clip, closing in on 49% from the floor overall. Their three-point shooting remains a big weapon, especially against a Knicks defense that struggled to guard the arc in Game 1. They hit 15 threes at over 40%, and it wasn't a fluke. These two teams went over the total in all 4 regular season meetings, and now Game 1 followed that same path. The Knicks have only held an opponent under 100 points 3 times this postseason. If they want to beat Indiana, it won't be with defense, it'll be by keeping up. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.